On day 20, we're looking at the Teach and Enlighten card with Mahachohan Ragoczy. So it's Master Ragoczy the Mahachohan, a special title, and he's the counterpart of Pallas Athena. You remember Pallas Athena was head over heart, and Mahachohan Ragoczy is the Teach and Enlightenment, and they work together. And in our system, they are also part of the work to do with past lives, if you believe in that. And they are great comforting energies. I should say, actually, I'm very proud of the cards, and I hadn't done any artwork since leaving school, so I was very pleased with that. But they are not, as it were, instamatic pictures of the masters. The masters are actually bands of energy, and they work on different levels. So, for instance, even just using the names of the cards without having the cards are very empowering. So if you have a mantra that you can say to yourself, like we've had 3 days: maintain balance, embrace the feminine, teach and enlighten. And we can all teach and enlighten everyone, because we're all unique, we're all wise in the wisdom of our own lives, and we all have a special part to play with other people. I'm not going to read from the book today, because all the readings are actually about help people, guide people. Somebody might need your wisdom, etc. I'm just going to share with you that during lockdown, which was last year, was it last year or the year before? I'm just so confused now with how many years we've been locked down, but I think it was actually 2020. I started doing 9-day novenas. Novenas are like a 9-day prayer cycle. So I was doing 9 days with different ascended masters, and working with Mahachohan Ragoczy is very interesting, meditating. And when I say that, I just literally would do a meditation. With Chakra Ascension, we have various ways of getting ourselves into meditation. So once in that meditation, just before getting into it, I'd say, oh, what do you have to tell me today, Master? And I really enjoyed working with all of them. Some of them were very difficult to get information out of. Mahachohan Ragoczy was very interesting. And I think those meditations, and just also the recognition of how lucky we personally are, were really what got us through the initial lockdowns, where everything seemed so different, so scary, things not in the shops, etc., not being able to go out. And they got me down. Oh, also, I think the other thing that I have to say, because I do really feel for people who have lived much harder lives. And at the time when we were being told to only go out for half an hour, I used to think of Anne Frank. And if any of you have ever been to Anne Frank's house in Amsterdam, it's both horrific and actually illuminating in the strength of human spirit, the soul of Anne Frank in her writings, and how optimistic she was. And that's what actually I did think in lockdown, because Anne Frank couldn't make a noise. She had to be quiet. I mean, at least if you had a garden, you could go out. At least you could go on the step and clap your hands. And so I guess there's that sort of feeling within me that, you know, there are difficult times, but there are also examples of people who've gone through much worse times, and how it's very difficult to break the soul and the love within people. So we are going to actually be writing a book about those meditations and what we've learned from the masters. So look out for that. That will be coming later in 2022. But Teach and Enlighten, and I just love this card. I love the which, as you know, I say about all the cards, but this one, it really makes me feel, I guess, that I want to be better than myself. It's a calling to enable us to share what we've been through and also to help. That's the enlighten part. Teach and enlighten, help people, and also I do love that. Now, forgive me if I've got this wrong, but I think it's Holman Hunt, and it's a beautiful picture of the light of the world, which is a Christian picture. But I love the fact that he's standing at the door. The Christ figure is standing at the door with the lamp, and that enlightens people's way. And I think one of the things that we should all aspire to do is to lighten the way of other people, to make it easier for other people. If we've traveled a difficult path, let's make the path smoother for people who are going to come. If we see somebody who's struggling and we think they're going to trip up, let's help them to not trip up. And obviously, Teach and Enlighten, it's a different from being dictatorial to people. It's actually really a loving thing to do. So I don't want to say any more, but I just want you all, I hope you're still enjoying it. I've had some nice messages. I've also managed to get the, I'd gone away, I'd got it difficult to actually get the picture and the card together, and my Zoom settings weren't quite recording them at the same time, but hopefully that's all back. And so you can see me talking, but you can also see the card as well. And I very much look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And we're nearly home now. This is day 20. We've only got 8 more left. So, and it's just been such a privilege. I hope you still enjoy it. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.